What's the worst nightmare a burglar could ever face? My roommate Lisa was doing her nightly skincare routine when we heard glass shatter downstairs. She had just slathered on this thick green face mask and was wearing her ratty bathrobe, hair up in rollers. "Did you hear that?" I whispered. Lisa grabbed her phone to call 911, but then paused. She got this evil little grin. "Wait," she whispered. "I have a better idea." She crept to the top of the stairs and let out the most blood-curdling scream I have ever heard, then started babbling in some made-up demonic language. "Spiritus malum, enter this vessel." I heard the burglar drop something, then curse under his breath. Lisa didn't stop. She started crawling down the stairs backwards like the girl from The Exorcist, still wailing her fake demon tongue. The cracking face mask made her look even creepier, like her skin was splitting open. The burglar was losing it. That's when our other roommate Ben came out of his room. He took one look and without missing a beat shouted, "The possession is spreading. Everyone get the salt." Then he started throwing table salt around the room while chanting the Pokemon theme song, but in this deep, menacing voice. The burglar was now backed against the wall, our TV forgotten on the floor. "Please," he begged. "I'll leave. I'm sorry." Lisa's head whipped toward him. She'd put in her glow-in-the-dark Halloween contacts. In the dim light, her eyes were glowing this eerie green. "You disturbed the ritual," she hissed. Just then, Kevin, our fourth roommate, walked in playing his violin badly, screeching notes that sounded like dying cats while swaying like he was in a trance. "The demons eat music," he howled, drawing symbols on the wall with ketchup. "Play louder." The burglar bolted for the door, but Lisa spider walked toward him at surprising speed. He actually screamed, "I need an old priest and a young priest. I'm Protestant," the burglar cried. "I don't know any priests." Lisa suddenly stood up, bent backward in a perfect backbend, and whispered, "Then you're screwed." The man wet himself. I saw the stain spreading down his jeans. Kevin's violin screeches intensified. Ben switched languages entirely and began chanting in Klingon. Lisa started making that horrible clicking noise from the grudge. The burglar dropped to his knees. "What do you want from me?" he begged. "Your soul," Lisa hissed. "Or your confession." "I'll confess," he cried. "I've robbed 12 houses. I'll tell you everything." And he did. He started blurting out addresses, dates, even where he'd sold stuff. Ben was frantically taking notes, all while pretending to stay possessed. When the cops arrived, they found a burglar in tears, begging for an exorcist. Lisa was still in her green face mask and glowing contacts. The walls were covered in ketchup symbols. Kevin was screeching out, "My heart will go on his violin while Ben read the burglar his rights in Klingon. The burglar confessed to everything immediately, begged the cops to take him to a church instead of jail. He kept asking if we were really human. One officer looked at Lisa and said, "Ma'am, what exactly happened here?" Lisa smiled sweetly. "Skincare night," she said. "Very important for your pores." They hauled the burglar off, still muttering about the green demon and the violin of the damned. Later, the cops came back for statements. One finally cracked a smile and said, "In 20 years on the force, I've never had a suspect beg for holy water in the squad car." Turns out the guy had been burglarizing the neighborhood for months. His full confession cleared over a dozen cases. The detective even said whatever you did probably saved him from years of crime. Apparently, the burglar found religion fast. He's already signed up for seminary school. Lisa's review of her face mask? 5 stars. Cleared my pores and crime from the neighborhood. Would recommend. The best part, the burglar's lawyer actually tried to argue we psychologically tortured his client. The judge watched the doorbell cam footage and said, "I see 4 college students doing performance art during a home invasion. Case dismissed." Lisa saved that security footage on her laptop under the title, "The Night I Became a Skincare Exorcist." We've never had another break-in. Word must have spread through the criminal grapevine about the possessed house on Maple Street. Sometimes the best home security isn't a fancy alarm system, it's just a theater major in a face mask who commits to the bit.